Good afternoon, everyone. The pre-bid conference for the three infrastructure projects is hereby called to order. I request everyone to settle down. We begin today's proceedings. To start with, may I request Tignapoloan to lead the prayer.
Let us all rise and bow down as for a prayer. Our most precious loving Heavenly Father, dear Lord, first of all, we thank you for your grace upon us, for the good weather, Lord. Humbly ask your divine grace and wisdom to be with us this afternoon as we are about to start our pre-bidding conference, Lord. Please only pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please, good afternoon and welcome to today's activity. Welcome all the leaders online and all the representatives, especially from San Simon, Barangay San Simon, represented by their punong barangay. Represented by their punong barangay, Fernando Idrulin, sir, and also from Akbayan Citizens Action Party, represented by Mr. Alvin Go and Mr. Donel Fernandez. Sir, good afternoon. Also, welcome to all the members of Bids and Awards Committee of Cagayan de Oro First District Engineering Office, the the members of the technical working group, and also the bank secretariat. May request the bank secretariat to conduct the roll call of the attendees.
Good afternoon again. Attendance for today's pre-bid conference. Back Chairperson Engineer Jennifer Imbanaag. Back Vice Chairperson Engineer Anthony H. Casona. Regular Member Engineer Grace D. Villar. Professional Member Engineer Ionic Grace P. Dompios. And Engineer Shen E. D. Felicidario. Head Back Secretariat Engineer Aida Marinila Vidoroy. Members Mr. Efrain Paderes and Ms. Julie. Head Back PWG Mr. Marvin Jovis J. Ligal. Members Engineer Camille Andy Escobedo, Engineer Mayor Miguel L. Bastida, Engineer Nino BBP, and Mr. Earl John L. Capitan. Programmers, Engineer Miguel Castillon, and Engineer Ares D. Balesa. Observers, from Akbayan Party List, Mr. Alvin Go and Mr. Donel Fernandez. And from Barangay San Simon, the Punong Barangay, Mr. Fernando Idrulin. That's all that I can.
Thank you, Wayne. Based on the roll call, we have a quorum. And also, accordingly, we shall now proceed to the pre-bid conference of the three projects. For the first project, before that, the purpose of this pre-bid conference is to discuss, clarify, and explain the requirements, specifications, scope of work, bidding procedures, and other provisions contained in the bidding documents. So let's now proceed to the discussion of the infrastructure projects. First project is 26 KH 0063, construction completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Center, Barangay Pagatpat of this city, with an approved budget for the contract of 2,969,905 pesos and 11 centavos. This project will be discussed by Engineer Mabel Castillon. But before that, let me acknowledge the presence of
Pagatpat, Kapitan Ma'am.
punong barangay of Barangay Pagatpat, June Fuentes, and also
Tagawad.
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 Aimee
Iman.
Iman. So let's now proceed to the discussion of the first project.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be representing the project name Construction Completion of Multipurpose Building, Barangay Center, Barangay Pagatpat, Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis Oriental, with the coordinates of 124.58319 and 8.45902 with a contract ID of 26KH0063. So for the appropriation for this project is 3 million and with an approved budget contract of 2,969,905.11 centavo with the calendar days of 100 with the major categories of BICWOPLC, which is buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame, and for the similar major categories, which is the BICWOPHC, the buildings construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame. So mostly the scope of work of this project is the construction of the extended two bays of the existing covered court with its electrical works and the elevation of the existing basketball court concrete slab with painting lines. So this is where the location of our project to be constructed near the St. Joseph Chapel, Mamerta Street. So this is the location plan or the site development plan. And these are the site photos of the area. So as you can see, we have existing covered court, 3-bay covered court. So for our perspective from the existing building structure, the covered court, the concrete slab, and the lighting fixtures were existed and for the proposed building structure. So it would become a 5 bays covered court rather than just 3. So additional of 2 bays for the covered court. So this is the truss perspective. And for the layout plan, so as you can see on the blue broken line is the proposed building extension and the red broken line is the already existing building and structures. So for the floor plan, we have the ground floor plan, the roof plan, which is also be installed with a dual slope roof. And for the elevations, we have the front, the rear, the left side, and the right side elevations. Also, we have cross-section and the longitudinal sections. So for the foundation plan and the roof beam plan, we only have an additional of 4 footing and 4 columns and 2 grade beams. As well as for the roof beam plan, we have the 4 roof beams to be added. We have the roof framing plan. So these are the structural cross sections and the longitudinal sections. So as of for our trusses, we're still going to use the same as the existing trusses, which is the wide flange of 16 by 36 and the 8 by 18. So these are our schedules for our footing and column. And for our beams. So these are the details, the connection details. And as of for our electrical plan, we have the lighting layout plan and the power layout plan. And the grounding and roof air turbinal layout plan. And of course, we have our safety warning signs, which are the proper PPE signage, safety first, SF1 and the SF2. The hard hat area, danger deep excavation, beware falling debris, construction entrance, construction exit. Safety harness required, welding hot work area, authorized personnel only, fall hazard, temporary material stocking area. And for the summary of quantities, we have for the Part B, the other general requirements, B51, project billboard signboard, 2 each, B71, occupational safety and health, 1 lump sum, B91, mobilization and demobilization, 1 lump sum. And for Part C, earthworks, we have 803, 1A, structure excavation common soil, 32.13 cubic meter, 804, individual removal of trees, 2 each, 804, 1A, embankment from roadway structure excavation common soil, 107.19 cubic meter, 804, 2A, embankment from borrow common soil, 75.06 cubic meter, 847, gravel fill, 58.56 cubic meter. And for Part D, reinforced concrete, 901C, structural concrete, 12.08 cubic meter, 902, 1A1, reinforcing steel deformed grade 40, 4,654.05 kilograms, 902C, structural concrete class B 28 days, 67.60 cubic meter, 903-2, formworks and false works, 122.85 square meter. For Part E, finishing and other civil works, we have 1,013 2A, fabricated metal roofing accessory, 17.08 linear meter, and 1,014 1B2 pre-painted metal sheets, 296.33 square meter, 1,032 1A painting works for masonry concrete, 75.46 square meter, 1,032 1C painting works steel, 277.51 square meter, 1,047 4B metal structure accessories turnbuckle, 8 each, 1,047 5A metal structure accessories, bolts and rods, 19.76 kilograms, 1,047 5B metal structure accessories, subrods, 42.62 kilograms, 1,047 5C metal structure accessories, cross bracing, 161.16 kilograms, 1,047 5D metal structures accessories steel plates, 820.52 kilograms, 1,047 8A structural steel trusses, 3,327.60 kilograms, 1,047 8B structural steel purlins, 669.06 kilograms. And for Part F, the electrical, which are the 1,110 conduits, justice, and fittings, 1 lump sum, 1,101.33 wires and wiring devices, 1 lump sum, 1,102.1 panel with main and branch breakers, 1 lump sum, 1,103.1 lighting fixtures, 1 lump sum. So for the lump sum of our summary of quantities, we have the removal of structures and obstruction. So the circled red 2 trees are to be removed. And for our conduits and boxes, wires and wiring devices, panel board, and lighting fixtures. And for our MER or minimum equipment requirement, we have the stake truck cargo, 1 unit lease, concrete vibrator, 2 unit owned, backhoe, 1 unit lease, dump truck, 1 unit lease, 1 bagger mixer, 1 unit owned, bar cutter, 1 unit owned, bar bender, 1 unit owned, welding machine, 1 unit owned, material testing apparatus, 1 set owned, minor tools, 1 set owned, truck mounted crane 1 unit leased, plate compactor 1 unit owned, chainsaw 1 unit owned, grinding machine with accessories 1 unit owned. That is all. Thank you. So, any questions or clarifications?
Any questions or clarifications from sir? So far. So, it's been reminded that not yet, sir, this is for 18 months. This is really difference. For clarification. Please be reminded that any statements made during this conference, the notification or supplements of the bidding documents shall be effective only upon issuance of the bid. Bid supplemental holiday for the during bidding. So, any other questions, sir? So if there is none, let's proceed to the second project to be discussed by Engineer Caliso, Alice Caliso. The contact ID of the second project is 0064, Rehabilitation Road, Barangay Tignapoloan, with station limits of 0.00 plus 2.0 plus 250 city, with an approved budget for the contract of 4,623,436 pesos and 80 cents. Okay, thanks.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Rehabilitation of road at Barangay Tignapoloan, Station 0 to Station 200, Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis, Oriental. So, this project has a net length of 200 meters with an approved budget of the contract 4,623,436.97 with project duration of 73 calendar days. With the scope of work of rehabilitation or improvement of existing paved road to paved road, with width of 6.1 meters and thickness of 0.23 meters thick, and with installation of solar streetlights. So general drawing, it is located in Barangay Tignapoloan. This is the location map. And this is the site development plan. So for specifics, this is fronting the Manay High School and the Manay Health Center. So we will be having a rehabilitation of road, of existing paved road. So this is the disposal site plan, and these are the site images. So geotag images. So for the plan and profile, this is the 200-meter length for description of the 200 rehab of road. So we can also hear the scope of work in the stationing of the solar street lights. So this is the straight line diagram. And for the typical drawings, we will be having a detail of the reblocking dowel pavement details, and the width of the road is 3.05, so 6.1 meters both sides, and the installation of solar streetlights. So also this project contains reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So this is the detail. So these are also the details for the PCCP details, geometric design standard drawings. So for the summary of quantities, we have here B.3, permits and clearances, 1 lump sum, B.5, project billboard and signboard for each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, traffic management, 1.67 months, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum, removal of actual structure obstruction, 0.23 meters thick, PCCP unreinforced, 1,220 square meter, surplus common excavation, 372.7 cubic, structure excavation, 4.75 cubic, embankment from roadway structure excavation common soil 7.26 cubic, gravel fill 0.43 cubic, aggregate base force 244 cubic meters, Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced 0.28 meters thick, 14 days, 1,220 square meter, Reinforcing steel grade 40, 255.69 kilograms. Structural concrete Class A 14 days, 2.2 cubic. Structural concrete painting works, 2.4 square meter. Reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 47.2 square meter. And for the yellow is 16.54 square meter. Single arm solar LED roadway lighting, 9 meters pole, 80 to 125 watts, 3 each. So for our minimum equipment requirement, so this is subject to changes which will be posted for the subject bid bulletin. So just be updated. So for the minimum equipment requirement, we have here backhoe, 1 list, dump truck, 2 list, bulldozer, 1 list, payloader, 1 list, motorized road grader, 1 list, vibratory roller, 1 list, water truck pump, 1 list, plate compactor, 1 owned, transit mixer, 4 list, concrete vibrator, 2 owned, concrete batch plant, 1 list, concrete screeder, 1 owned, concrete saw, 1 owned, bar cutter, 1 owned, joint sealer machine, 1 list, bar bender, 1 owned, 1 bagger mixer, 1 owned, truck mounted crane, 21 to 25 metric ton, 1 list, cargo service truck, 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 list, and for the 9 to 10 metric ton cargo service truck, 1 list. Backhoe with breaker, 1 list, applicator machine, 1 list, kneading machine, 1 list, material testing apparatus, 1 owned. Two-way radio, 2 on, and barcade flasher light, 29 list. So again, this will be subject to changes which will be posted for the bid bulletin. So for the inclusion of pay items, so for B.3 permits and clearances, we have here the NCIP permits and clearances as per memo order number R10 FBV 00395 series of 2025. And these are the specifications of the single arm solar LED roadway lighting. So these are also the attachments of the project. So this is the soil test reports. So that's all for this project. Thank you. And any question?
Thank you, Liz. Any questions from the observers, sir? From online viewers, wait. If there is none, so let's proceed to the third and last project to be discussed by again, Engineer Galiso. With contract ID number of 26KH0092, rehabilitation of road of Barangay San Simon, station leavings of 0 plus 0 plus 200 of this city with an approved budget for the contract of 4,605,966 pesos and 75 centavos. Here is Oriental.
So again, good afternoon, everyone. So rehabilitation of road at Barangay San Simon, Station 0 to Station 200, Cagayan de Oro City, Misamis, Oriental. So this project has an length of 200 meters with an approved budget for the contract 4,605,966.75. So project duration is 73 calendar days with the scope of work rehabilitation of existing paved road to paved road, PCCP width of 2.5 meters and thickness of 0.28 meters thick. And also there's an installation of solar LED roadway lightings. So general drawing, this is located in Barangay San Simon. This is the location map. This is after the going left sa Barangay Hall. So this is the site development plan. So you can see here on the right side, this is the going Barangay Hall. So this is going straight. So this is the 200-meter length of the project. So this is the disposal site plan. And for the site images, these are the site images. So for the plan and profile, this is the plan and profile reflected with each scope of work. So straight line diagram. So for typical drawing, this is our typical drawing. So we will be having a rehabilitation of road with the existing road with width of 2.5 meters both sides, so equivalent of 5 meters all. So also on the 200-meter length, we will be having reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings. So this is the details. So also there's installation of solar LED roadway lightings. So this is the geometric PCCP details. Geometric design standard drawings. So for the summary of quantities, we have here permits and clearances, 1 lump sum, project billboard, signboard for each, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum, traffic management, 1.67 months, mobilization, demobilization, 1 lump sum, removal of actual structure, obstruction, 0.23 meter thick, 1,000 square meter, surplus common excavation, 488.02 cubic meter, structure excavation, common soil, 6.34 cubic, gravel fill, 0.58 cubic, aggregate base course, 200 cubic, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.28 meters thick, 14 days, 1,000 square meter, reinforcing steel, grade 40, 314.69 kilograms, structural concrete, class A, 14 days, 2.93 cubic meters, structural concrete painting works, 3.2 square meter, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white, 48.55 square meter, and for the yellow, 14.19 square meter. Single arm solar LED roadway lighting 9-meter pole, 82.125 watts for each. So for the minimum equipment requirement, we have here backhoe, 1 list, dump truck, 2 list, bulldozer, 1 list, payloader, 1 list, motorized road grader, 1 list, vibratory roller, 1 list, water truck pump, 1 list, plate compactor, 1 owned, transit mixer, 4 list, concrete vibrator, 2 owned, concrete batch plant, 1 list, concrete screeder, 1 owned, concrete saw, 1 owned, bar cutter, 1 owned, joint sealer machine, 1 list, bar bender, 1 owned, 1 burger mixer, 1 owned, truck mounted crane, 1 list, cargo service truck 2 to 5 metric ton, 1 list. Cargo service truck 9 to 10 metric ton, 1 list. Backhoe with breaker, 1 list. Applicator machine, 1 list. Kneading machine, 1 list. Material testing apparatus, 1 owned. Two-way radio, 2 owned. And barricade flasher light, 29 owned. So for the inclusion of pay items, we have here the B.3 permits and clearances. So the inclusion of this item is excavation permit as per City Ordinance number 12860 of 2024, page 84 of 134. So this cost includes inspection and supervisions. So also these are the details of the single arm solar LED roadway lightings, 9-meter pole. So for these are also the attachments. So this is the road right of way attachments. So we have here the permit to enter, site validation, and also the soil test reports. So that's all for this project. Thank you, and any questions?
Sir, pwede pag-ibalik lang yung specific location, sir.
Yes, sir. Kani sa Dinisha, sir, or this one, sir? We can see here this. Kanina lang, sir. Ano siya, sir? So this is after the katong pa left side. Kung pa left side ang barangay hall, sir, pa straight lang ta, sir. Oo, katong hump.
Continuing nga ng concept na existing aga na atong project karon. Tama tayo project karon, sir. Ongoing.
Ongoing, sir? I'm not aware of any project na to karon, sir.
Tama tayo ongoing karon, sir. So far karon, sir.
City, so city ba na, sir? Or sa DP gapon, sir?
DP nga po, sir.
Sa
May I know the
Basta na-enjoy ka rin na contract.
Nagkuha na sir, nagkanang kamulo na gid sila construct sir, nagkalot na.
Amulo ka ron, sir. Amulo ka ron. Uy.
Ah. Information.
Lagi kayo sa kuha sa expedition. Kurat ang bato na ko sumpay.
Saan man na?
Oo.
Sir?
Sa kini nga kuha, sir, kini nga location mo raw, mo man hindi trabaho ka ron. Oo, kasama.
Pero dili siguro sa amo sir or sa baka sir.
Verify na lang po sila na
Kita pa siguro na to.
We will, sir, we will just clarify the exact location and the location of the ongoing project.
Sige, sige, ma'am. Kaya sa akong tanaw, ma'am, mura o ka, mo man hindi, mo man ang kuha karon ang ongoing na mo nga project.
Sige sir, ganun na lang sir, further investigation as to this matter sir. So any changes of this project will be posted for the bid bulletin if there's a need for us to move the location sir as to kanang magsumpay lang misa kung sige trabaho or kung sa itong ma-investigate dito sir sa site.
Sige, sige, sir.
We will post it for the bid bulletin sir. Changes.
Walang yun. Ini ba yan? Mo pa ni din lang diba? Ini siguro ato lain region. Kapalpitit na galing.
We will just validate the locations, kapag since, 2026 is, for the project for 2026 is, this is the first one for your barangay. But previous 2025, we have, I think it was completed na. Yes, so we will just validate. Okay, thank you. So any other questions, clarifications? So, on our online viewers, Wayne?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all the programmers who presented their, presented the scope reports, technical specifications, and other relevant information of the three projects. So may I now request the Back Secretariat to discuss the important matters or provisions for the bidding documents, including the eligibility requirements, technical requirements, financial requirements, bid security requirements, schedule of submission and opening of bids, bid evaluation process, and other important reminders. May now hear from Engineer Galuno. Go ahead, Chair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I will be discussing the procurement requirements and procedures for these infrastructure projects. So here we have the three infrastructure projects with their corresponding contract IDs and the approved budget for the contract. So for the agenda, we will discuss the project details and basic contract data as discussed earlier. And next, we have the brief orientation on the minimum requirements that must be complied by the bidders. And lastly, the common reasons for the non-compliant bidders. So first, we have the procurement schedule. The buying of tender documents is until July 27, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. only. The deadline for the submission of bids will be on July 27, 2026 until 10 a.m. And the opening of bids will follow right after the deadline or the dropping of bids. The bid submission may be done manually or electronically. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. So for the manual submission, we have the two envelope system, wherein the first envelope is the technical envelope, which contains the technical documents of the bidder. We have the original copy, the copy 1 and the copy 2. And the second envelope contains is the financial envelope, which contains the financial proposal of the bidder with original copy 1 and a copy 2. And for the electronic submission, the details are stated in the bid data sheet in accordance with the Department Order 87 series of 2020. Bid proposals may be submitted through an authorized representative together with the original notarized special power of attorney or SPA for the sole proprietorship or board, partnership, joint venture resolution with secretary certificate for corporations, partnership, joint venture, or cooperative, which is contract specific, and presentation of a company ID or any government issued ID. To ensure the representative is an official member and to prevent fraudulent actions such as unauthorized use of another contractor's eligibility for personal gain. Next, for the first envelope, the bidder must provide a valid PhilJEPS registration certificate in platinum membership in all pages, and failure of the bidder to update the PhilJEPS certificate of registration shall result in an automatic suspension of the bidder's certificate. And next, the bidder must provide the statement of its all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. And take note that failure to disclose the required information or providing incomplete, false details may result in disqualification from the bidding process. Next, the bidder must provide the single largest completed contract or the SLCC, the PCAB license or the special PCAB license in case of joint venture. And also the bidder must provide the bid security. We have 4 forms of bid security. We have the cash or cashier's check, the bank draft or guarantee, the surety bond, or the bid securing declaration. The bidder will only choose one form to be submitted. And here we have the bid securing declaration in its standard form. Next, the bidder must provide an organizational chart for the contract, the list of contractors' key personnel, and the list of contractors' major equipment and laboratory equipment units. And also, so here we have the list of contractors' key personnel in their standard form, the list of contractors' major equipment units, and the bidder must also provide an original and duly signed omnibus sworn statement, the bidder's net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC, and if applicable, a joint venture agreement. So here we have the omnibus sworn statement in their standard form. And also, the bidder must provide the latest general information sheet or the GIS reflecting the beneficial ownership information newly received by the SEC Exchange Commission for Corporations. And next, for the second envelope, we have the financial requirement. The bidder must provide an original and duly signed accomplished financial bid form, bill of quantities, the detailed estimates, and cash flow by quarter. So here we have the following documents in their standard form. We have the bid form, the bill of quantities, the detailed estimates, and the cash flow by quarter. So next we have the common grounds for non-compliant bid. So here we have the observations from the previous procurement activities. We have the missing or incomplete required documents, unsigned or improperly signed forms, incorrect or inconsistent computations in the bill of quantities or financial proposal, expired or invalid licenses and permits, non-compliance with the specified technical requirements, and failure to use prescribed forms. So next we have the preventive measures and recommendations. So first, carefully checking the validity of all documents, ensuring all forms are signed by the authorized signatory, using the exact forms provided in the bidding documents, verifying computations before submission, organizing documents according to the prescribed sequence, and asking clarifications from the back secretariat within the allowable period. So that is all, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone.
Any questions or clarifications of the bidding schedule
Okay, wala na.
from the observers?
Wala.
Please be reminded that any clarification requiring qualification of the bidding documents shall be addressed through the issuance of supplemental bid bulletin if necessary. Before we conclude, may we remind everyone, especially the interested bidders, that it is important to ensure that your bids will comply with all the requirements specified in the bidding documents. Submit your bids on time or on or before the prescribed deadline. Late submissions shall not be accepted. Also, carefully observe all instructions and documentary requirements to avoid disqualification. So on behalf of the Bids and Awards Committee of the DPWH Cagayan de Oro First District Engineering Office, all the observers, visitors, back members, secretariats, and all the active participating this pre-bid conference. Thank you. If there is no other matter to be discussed, sirs, ma'am, this pre-bid conference is now adjourned. Thank you and good afternoon.